doing better.
All right. Hello, Frost Fatales 2025. I'm YourGenderHere, call me Jen, and I'm proud to be bringing you a hidden gem of a speedrun today, Mario Superstar Baseball for the Nintendo GameCube, Superstar Percent, Bowser Monsters. I'll explain more shortly, but the goal of this speedrun is to reach the credits in under an hour, while also completing the funny checklist. Said funny checklist has a tracker, which you can see below me, and managing that tracker is my commentator, Savage Octagon. Savs, everything's set up with the tracker on your end.
Absolutely. And don't forget, Chad, if you throw us some money for National Women's Law Center, we might throw you some peanuts and Cracker Jacks.
Hell yeah. And on that note, I wanted to add that for every note block that I hit, I will be donating $50. And for every note block that the computer hits, I will be donating $100. So we'll see if that happens. And I'll explain everything else. Yeah.
Oh, pardon. Jen is super great at explaining everything. So if you have any questions about this game in chat, I'm going to be happy to relay them to Jen.
Yep. I love talking about this game. So time will start as soon as I press A to confirm that I want to play as Bowser, and I'll explain everything else as we go along. So if we're ready, I'll do the countdown from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play ball. Okay. This speedrun will be hectic and complicated, so please ask questions. Later, Sav will bring them to my attention, and I'll answer as many as I can. We're playing Mario Superstar Baseball's Challenge Mode, the single-player mode, on special difficulty, the hardest, because you can't run this category on anything easier. And we're playing as Bowser, because we want to complete all of his team's star missions. 1 sec, while I get my lineup the way that I like it. Wait, who's this? This happened last. There we go. And make these guys lefties. Reticles on. Good. Okay. So, star missions are basically side quests that are tied to each of the Bowser's team's 4 characters, which are Bowser, Bowser Jr., Dry Bones, and the Bros. If a character completes all of their star missions, they get a power boost and become a superstar. And the point of this category is to make into superstars all of the characters on Bowser's default roster. I did it! No, there we go! What a beautiful start. That's 1 home run, which isn't a goal on its own, but does set me up for some good goals later. The goal of the category is basically to complete all of the star missions. There are 14, I would say, important ones, and each of them has a box in the tracker. Unfortunately, that was a very good play by Yellow Magic Koopa. I cannot fault him for that. Well done, but it's okay. That's why you get 3 outs. And also, there we go, firing right back. If a character completes all their star missions, they get a power boost, and that's actually going to be happening partway through the run. It's highly possible that I'll have Hammer Bro a superstar by the end of this particular match. That's probably out. So, and in order to clear the speedrun at all, I need to win 6 matches of baseball and at least 1 minigame. The minigame is going to be later, but the baseball is going to be now versus Wario because he's closest on the map to where Bowser spawns. Damn, man, their computer's really bringing their A game today. I can't knock them for it, but in the meantime, while I'm doing this bottom of the inning, I will explain to you the different missions that I have to be going for. So first is Bowser, be the most valuable player. Every match has a most valuable player, which is like the top contributor for the run. And in the first 5 matches that I play, Bowser needs to be the MVP in at least one of those matches. If he's an MVP for more than one, that's also fine. Just he needs at least one. Second, Bowser needs to pitch a shutout, which, as you can see, I'm working on right now. And pitching a shutout just means he needs to be the only pitcher, and he needs to allow 0 runs. So far, so good. I'm not exactly worried about a home run from Waluigi, but I don't want to tempt fate, so. And actually, Wario's lineup starts getting really scary once you get to the 4th person, so I'm going to have to be a little bit careful there. Bowser's 3rd mission is to score a run via his star swing. I can't do that yet because in order to use his star ability, you need to purchase something from the shop, and we haven't been to the shop yet, so we're going to worry about that later. Next is Bowser land a body check, which is something that you do while base running. So if Bowser is not sending the ball completely out of the stadium, I'll have chances to work on body check then. 5th for Bowser is Bowser 2 home runs in 1 game. As you saw, I got 1 home run as Bowser. This will be close. Okay. Which means if I get another home run as Bowser, I will clear that mission. And then Bowser's final mission is get a grand slam, which is a home run with the bases loaded. I can still load the bases if I go 3 for 3 on these bones. So we'll see if I can do that. Next, Junior. Junior needs to pitch and bat with his star ability and win the match. And I'm going to be winning the match. I'm not super concerned about that. I just need to be mindful about the star abilities, but I also need to go to the shop before I can use those, so I'm not working on that yet. I'm going to try and do a bunt trick here for a good single. That worked. Okay, all right, I managed to make it work. And now lock in to send this ball out of the park. Wario could phony ball me. I don't think he will. Oh, freebie? No, I did not make it. I swung a little bit late. With power characters like Bowser, you want to swing early as opposed to late for a power boost. That's okay, though. I'm going to have plenty of opportunities to complete all of these goals during the run. So that might be out. Nope, but it's still good. So you might be wondering why I'm trying to score runs, by the way. Like, why am I scoring more than one run? And that's because in this game, there is a mercy rule. If I'm ahead by 10 or more runs at the end of an inning that is not the final inning, the match ends early and I get to leave. I'll also recruit all of my recruitable opponents, which isn't super important, but it is fun because it means I will be able to replace Fire Bro with Magic Koopa, and I do not like Fire Bro, and I will probably mention that again. All right.
You're not a big fan of Boomerang. Boomerang
No,
Bro either.
I love him. He's just, unfortunately, his super curve results in a lot of foul balls. So, a little bit unlucky there. The Wario star pitch is a little bit frustrating because it's truly random which it's going to go, left or right. And even if you guess correctly, it's still tough to hit. But it's okay. Nothing bad is going to happen. I'm not going to get a home run hit on me in the first match. It's just not going to happen. Not going to worry about it. Okay. Let's see. I was talking about Junior's missions. Junior also needs to strike out Mario, but of course we're not playing against Mario yet. That's going to come later in the 4th and 6th matches. Junior needs to hit a home run in a match in which Bowser also hit a home run. So that could be this match. Bowser has one, but Junior needs to get one also. So we'll see about that. And then Junior's last mission is he needs to be the MVP in the last game. So we can't worry about that yet. But the last game, it has to be Bowser Jr. MVP in particular. For Dry Bones, he has 3 relevant goals, one of which is field a big play. Basically, there's certain things that the game considers. That's our first goal. Sav, can we check off Dry Bones' big play? Perfect timing. There we go.
Let's go.
Nice.
So, yeah, certain things that are impressive, which usually involve jumping or sliding. And as you saw, Dry Bones slid to catch the ball and throw it to first base for a force out. That always results in my big play. It's the most likely way to get big play. I love it. And that's for the first of our 14 goals done. Is that out of here? That should be out of here, which means we should be getting our second goal, which is Hammer Bro, 2 home runs in 1 game. The nice thing about that one is that the Hammer Bros kind of contribute to a shared pool. So you saw that my first home run was with Boomerang Bro, right? And the second one was with Fire Bro. That's good enough. There's 2 bro-attributed home runs total. And so the goal is cleared. So that is actually Hammer Bro's only goal. So that's really all I need to say about him. And that means I get to remove Fire Bro, which, as you know, I love to do. I hope Waluigi did not find that too painful to have the baseball sort of phase through his body. We're not gonna worry about that too much. Dry Bones has 2 other missions, which are be the MVP, just like Bowser, and I'm just going to get that in one of these first 5 matches. My hope is that it will be Donkey Kong. It might be Peach, depending on how the match goes. And then the last one is 3 strikeouts in 1 game, which I also intend to do with Dry Bones on the mound during the DK match, and then possibly also the Peach match, depending on how that goes. MVP in this game is a little bit complicated and arcane, so I will explain that in just a sec. Low trajectory. Okay. Great. There's plenty of opportunity for slugging, so I'm not dead to the water by any stretch of the imagination. Just that would have been a pretty good home run to hit. We're still good. We're still going to be fine. And then but basically, the MVP formula in this game is ultimately pretty complicated. You get points by doing things that are good, but you don't lose points by having things that are unfortunate happen. So, if you allow runs as the pitcher, that doesn't count against you. It's a little bit odd how that works, but that's just how the game works. There is also a bypass. If there's only one pitcher in the match and they throw a no-hitter or perfect game, they're MVP automatically. Dry Bones isn't exactly the strongest batter in the world, so for his MVP in particular, I'm going to be trying to do that by pitching a perfect game. And if that perfect game happens to be 3 strikeouts in a 1-inning match, that's fast and gets me 2 of Dry Bones' goals. And actually, at this point now, that will finish Dry Bones because I have his other goal. So, doing all right there. And now, as you can see, ooh, there we go. A second big play. There's no bonus points. I already cleared the goal, but no kill like overkill, especially when you're Bowser. PD's out here. I should be walking away with Bowser MVP and Bowser shutout, but let's see. All right, we're out of here.
Am I seeing PD bat with just his leaves, by the way?
He's strong. He is one of the strongest characters in the game. He's competitive with Bowser. So that's Bowser pitch a shutout. And go ahead and mark that off as done. And as you can also see, that was Bowser MVP also. So we can mark that as done. But between the matches, let's go to our host to see if there's anything to say on that end. So go for it.
Absolutely. We are looking at that upgrade to 9 innings incentive. And right now we are to 655 out of the 1,000 needed for that. So chat, I know you can do it during this run. Can we show some baseball solidarity, some love for our other baseball game, Backyard Baseball 97? When you donate using !donate in chat, make sure to scroll down and click that upgrade to 9 innings incentive. We've also got some amazing donations. Loving this baseball action. We've got $50 from Sprock Rocket, who says, take me out to the ball game. And $15 from Mom6226, who also says, take us out to the ball games. Thank you both so much.
Yeah. All right, great. Okay, cool. So as you can see, I'm now playing a mini game. Why am I playing a mini game? Well, I need to buy items. To buy items, you need coins. And to get coins as Bowser, you need to play mini games. You have no other choice. So this is the fastest minigame in the game. It is also the hardest minigame in the game. The differences between hitting the individual columns is like literal frames. So it's a little bit hair-raising, but not a problem for me. Superstar percent speedrunner, first try. I totally wasn't prepared to play Bomb Derby after playing this minigame, or failing this minigame 3 times. No need, we're all set. And
whoa, that was really good, by the way.
Yes, that's really hard. So I'm really glad that I managed to get it smooth first try. 3 bonuses is totally good. This is like a world record level mini game, I would say. Not that that necessarily matters, but and that got me 400 coins. As you can see, 400 is the amount that I need because I need to buy 2 200 coin items. And now we got Bowser MVP and shutout, though at this point, I'm going to put green dry bones. Oh, I almost forgot something very important. Get out of here. Good riddance. All right, good. So
Chad was really liking Fire Bro, though.
You know what? He's really great at hitting home runs and getting out. Those are the 2 things that he's the best at, hitting home runs and getting out. But now that he's got his home run goal, home runs are slower than playing normal baseball, which Fire Bro cannot do. So we're going to put on Magic Koopa instead. He has a very good star swing that is a very reliable way to get a base hit. So let's see. I am going to try and go for body check. It's not super important that I work on this now. And I also need to get Bowser Jr. home runs with Bowser still. So this is a little bit of a judgment call, but I'm feeling like going for body check and just showing how that works. So as soon as Paragoomba decides to get his acts together, come on. Gotta keep things moving. All right. Ramming speed. And it did not work because that is RNG. I performed correctly. I got the dice roll. Against Dixie Kong, I'm pretty sure the odds are 60%. So I got 40%'d it. That's Mario Superstar Baseball for the Nintendo GameCube. But I got my home run revenge, so we're all good.
I have a question from the chat, if you don't mind.
What is the question, please?
Why are all the characters set to left-handed batters?
So the really interesting thing about this game is there are weird asymmetries that come into play. One of those asymmetries is with batting. Most characters, not characters with trimmed bats like the bros, but most characters bat differently when they are right-handed versus left-handed. And so left-handed tends to be better for charged hits. Right-handed tends to be better for tap ace, what we call slap hits. So the other thing is left-handed batters start closer to first base. They have to run less distance. Like, I always thought that the game would just like sort of treat you as being on the center of home plate and it would be the same distance. Not so. Left-handed batters literally cheat. They get to go to first base faster. So every frame counts, especially when it can be the difference between getting out versus not. That's why I make all of my batters left-handed in this category. There are some situations, especially in other categories, where you might want to keep them right-handed, but none of those really apply here. And I could make being left-handed batter work for all of these characters. So there you go. That's why they're all lefties. Let's see.
Lefties unite!
Green's up next. So Green Dry Bones is my favorite Dry Bones because he has the good Star Swing, the line drive Star Swing that Magic Koopa also has. That's why Magic Koopa, I mentioned, added to the team. So Team Stars are what the expendable resource in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen. You can have up to 5 of them, and usually I will have 5 of them, especially if I keep Bowser's roster mostly default. They can be used for special swings and special pitches. The special pitches are really not worth it. I find that it's not terribly difficult to get all the defense that I need to have done with just, regular pitching. But the star swings can be really good, even the ones that don't involve the captain items. So, okay. That's good that went foul because it also went low, so. That out? Nope. Okay. Come on. All right. Ramming speed. Not this time. There you go. Can we get Bowser body checked off? Because that goal is now done.
Absolutely.
Oh, the poor Carnage. Dixie Kong, it's okay. It's okay. I have a special surprise for you saved up later. So don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Unfortunately,
you did get a question about
Yes.
the body slam.
Yes. Go for it.
How do you consistently get the body slam to work?
So you need to generate a close play, which means the ball needs to arrive at the base shortly before you do. And the most reliable way to make that happen is to go for the base that you want to go to, then turn around, and then turn around again. I sometimes do that at the start of a play if I want to be extra safe with it. But basically the whole little dance that I did, it took a little bit, but getting a body check attempt requires a little bit of coordination and effort. So, all right, now let's go for my 3 strikeout perfect game if I can get it, because I'm a little bit behind, I would say, on the slugging missions. It's still okay. There will be more opportunity for those. If I can get this 3 strikeout perfect game, I'm going to be in excellent shape. Dry Bones will be done, which will be a nice relief. And then I can put Junior on the mound and keep him there. So let's see. All right. So lost the perfect game. I still have the 1 strikeout. So I'm going to go for 3 strikeouts. This match will definitely not be Dry Bones MVP. That's okay. I could have gotten probably a double play there, but I want the strikeouts, and I'm willing to risk a disaster here against Donkey Kong because getting the goals is very important. Something that I like to say is that in this run, there is a tension between speed and goals. In order to get the goals, you necessarily have to divert from the fastest possible way to play this game. So in any particular match, I'm trying to get speed and goals. I usually will settle for speed or goals because at the point at which I've gotten the goals, then I can go at full speed. Or if I'm at least going fast, that means I can spend a little bit more time getting the goals later, especially since I want to finish in under an hour, finish under estimate. So that was our 2nd strikeout as Dry Bones. So let's see what we can do. You might notice I'm pitching a little bit oddly, like I'm alternating between balls and strikes. This is the most reliable way in a vacuum to get a strikeout against the computer. It's not foolproof. The computer will always hit the ball if it wants to. Can I get Dry Bones 3 strikeouts checked off? Because that goal is complete. We still need Dry Bones MVP. Right, there we go. Very much not a Dry Bones MVP right there, but that's what the Peach match is for. It's a good backup. I just saw in the chat, this is a complicated run. Yeah, routing it's fun. Routing it is a lot of fun. And something else that I should add is that this is Superstar % Bowser Monsters. You saw character select. There's 6 different teams. There are categories for all 6 teams. There are categories for all 32 of the different players. And there's a category for all superstars, which does everything. And that run currently takes 7 hours. That's the record, is 7 hours. And I had a very fun 7 hours playing this game. You might not know this, there's New Game Plus. Basically, you can carry your Star Mission progress over. So if I wanted to, after this run, I could start a new playthrough, and then all of the Bowsers would be superstars. All of Bowser Monsters team would be superstars in that playthrough. Eventually, you can have a save file that has all 32 of the characters as superstars, which is the point of that run. But Bowser is the one that I chose to submit to Frost Fatales because of the 6 team runs, which are like about the right sort of timing. This is the one that has the most tolerance in terms of like the very random goals. For people who are familiar with this game, if you remember Baby Mario catch a booted ball or Toadette hit a note block, those are really not marathon safe. I mean, this game isn't the most marathon safe to begin with, but those games, it would just be a little bit of a hard sell. I'll just put it that way. But with Bowser, his team's goals are such that you have at least 2 good chances to get all of them. I'm probably okay. Okay. Here we go. So that's nice. Mostly right now, I'm just going to be focusing on getting my 10 runs and leading. That's the highest priority for right now. Offense, I think things are mostly in good shape. This is usually where I go for body check because the Toads and Toadsworth are lightweights. The odds for your body check success depend on the weight of the person doing the check and the weight of the person receiving the check. With Bowser being the heaviest character in the game, or tied for heaviest, and Toads and Toadsworth being the lightweights. But Toad also needs to get a body check for one of his missions, which is very cruel on the part of the developers. His best odds are 35%. Bowser can get up to 70, so a little bit unfair there, but at least Bowser mostly doesn't have to worry about it. And you saw that I got it within 2 solid tries, so that's roughly expected value.
I got a question about our different stadiums.
Yes, go for it.
Yeah, so we see all the different stadiums, and we know that things in, Mario Tennis, the courts have different sort of abilities. Do the stadiums do different things, like going through the bushes? Does that change the trajectory of the ball? Things like that?
There's only one feature on that, unlike that on this course, which is if you send Mario's fireball swing through the fountain in the center of the field, it actually douses the ball, which is a really unique interaction that they actively decided to program into this game. I found that really charming when I learned that. But mostly the thing that's distinctive about this stadium is the blocks, which hover high in the air. I think I mentioned that Toadette actually needs to hit one of those for one of her missions, a note block in particular, which is bouncy. That's okay. But yes, mostly the field's properties are roughly the same. And there we go. So that is not good necessarily for any of the goals on its own, but I could potentially pull Bowser Jr. home runs with Bowser, depending on how my next couple plate appearances go. And it's possible that I'll wrap back around to Bowser if I'm unable to finish this Mercy Rule in 1 inning. Always my goal is to finish the match in 1 inning. It is possible, and it has been done, to clear this speed run in 6 innings of baseball, which is to say 1 per match. That has only ever been achieved once. Literally once. At least on camera. And that's the world record. My best is 7, which is overall, I would say, pretty good, but that's the level that we're sort of playing at, where there's very little tolerance, right? Playing extra innings is slow. It is unquestionably slow. So you really need to score 10, and then you really need to not allow anything. I'll take the extra run here if I can get it. I don't need it, though.
Jen, I hate to break it to you, but I think we want to play some extra innings, but not in this game, but in our next one, Backyard Baseball. Right now, that is at $760 out of the 1,000 needed. So chat, you are making it happen during this run. Remember, we want that done by the end of Mario Baseball. And let me know when I can read some donations, because there's a lot of love for this game coming on in.
There should be a good opportunity to read donations at the end of this match. I'm going to be going for perfect game, and there's only 2 more outs to get. As you can see, I have 10, so just a little bit longer. But the thought that I sort of wanted to finish there was, there's differences in the stadiums. They're mostly just kind of like variations on little obstacles, some of which can award you team stars. They're mostly not super relevant for the run. And now let's see, Daisy. I'm going to pitch a little bit more aggressively because I'm feeling more confident against them. Peach Monarchs are not really super great at hitting home runs. They're much more small ball oriented, but that's okay. And there we go. Okay, we're definitely good for some donations now because Dry Bones is the MVP. There we go. Great. Can we check off Dry Bones MVP? And here's some donations.
Fantastic. Well, we've got some donators that are clued in because we've got a $25 donation from Anonymous that says Mario Superstar Baseball for the Nintendo GameCube.
Mario Superstar Baseball for the Nintendo GameCube.
That's right. And we've got $25 from Baltor33 who says, thanks for being such a dedicated speedrunner and showing off Mario Superstar Baseball to GDQ. Such an amazing game and community it has built. Let's play a baseball game.
Let's play a baseball game indeed. Yeah, this game has a competitive community, by the way. They're really cool. They have a Discord, which is where the speedrunners tend to hang out. The link to that is on the leaderboard for this game, which is on speedrun.com. So shout outs to the competitive community. They've actually come up with a lot of tech and insights that have helped the speedrun. We sort of work together symbiotically. So if you like this game, there are plenty of other people that enjoy it too. And that people are organizing tournaments and stuff all the time. So definitely check that out if this game is a fond memory for you. All right. So you might have noticed during the donations, I went to the shop to purchase my items. So now I actually can do Bowser, score a run via your Star Swing, and Bowser Jr. use your Star Pitch and Star Swing and win the match. The longest, most unwieldy goal title in the category. But I usually just abbreviate it to Star Swing Pitch Win, with the understanding that there's no good way to shorten that. There you go. I have a Bowser home run, which means now I'm going to go for a Bowser Jr. home run, and I'm actually going to bust out my secret technique right now, so let's see it. Oh, actually, that was probably a good one. I'll explain after. Okay, that could have been it. My timing was a little bit off, but nope. Nope. Mm-mm. A little to the right. Okay. Did not throw the right pitch. Nope. There's a reason for this. Okay. Okay, I got it anyway. All right, he didn't throw me the perfect pitch, but I managed to get it anyway. Could I please have Bowser Jr. home runs with Bowser checked off? Because I did manage to pull it off. There we go. So the interesting thing is there's only a certain number of different pitches that the AI is going to throw. Basically, they have like 5 different spots that they like to stand, and then a certain number of pitches that they like to throw, and then they either decide to curve it in a certain direction or not. But basically, if Mario moves to the second from the left position that he likes to stand and throws a charged pitch that is curved to the right, it will cross home plate at precisely the point at which you stand as the default batter, like the sweet spot lines up perfectly. It's just kind of a bizarre math interaction, but because we know that, I can essentially re-roll Mario's pitching strategy until it's pretty likely that he'll get me the perfect pitch. And even if he doesn't, I might still be able to make it work anyway, as you saw there. So Bowser Jr. home runs with Bowser is overwhelmingly the most dangerous goal in the run. It has killed the most of my run attempts that haven't needed to reset for speed concerns. Bowser Jr. is just a lot worse at hitting home runs than you might otherwise think. Let's load the bases. Okay, that worked. All right. There's another bunch trick. So understanding how the AI works means that you could use the bunts to do cheesy stuff like that, where that would not work in a real baseball setting against a real baseball team. But all right, so we got a double. Can I get Bowser Jr. Bowser 2 home runs in one game and Bowser Grand Slam?
Oh,
there we go.
Amazing.
Yes, very happy about that. So, I can get these goals at any point. There have definitely been runs in which I get those goals done in the Yoshi match, which is kind of like the last best stop for them. But certainly not upset to have them done now. I don't have to worry about them again. And there we go. That's 10 runs, which means I'm going to be all set up for Bowser Jr. Actually, sometimes I use Team Stars without thinking about it. How am I doing? I've been using Team Stars without thinking about it. Well, then never mind. We're not going to worry about it because I still have the Yoshi match and the Heroes match. So I would be working on those Star Swing goals, the Star Swing and Star Swing Pitch Win goals. But I needed to do the slugging, and I also really needed to load the bases, so I decided to prioritize using my Team Stars for that instead. No worries, there is still plenty of time. I'm actually going pretty fast, especially if I'm able to make this match work in terms of getting out of it in one inning. I think Peach, Donkey Kong, and this match are set to be one inning, which is really good, I would say. I can't count on any one particular match being one inning. But actually, even though we can't do the star ability-based goals, there is an important goal that I will be able to work on 2 Nokis from now, which is strike out Mario. I can strike out Mario here. I will also have a chance to strike out Mario later because Mario will be making his triumphant return at Bowser Castle, and he will be 3rd in the lineup as he is here. So I will have an opportunity to strike him out going at full speed, but I really want to get that strikeout now because I really do not want to have to worry about getting it later. So if I'm going to be using maximum safe pitching against Mario, we're just going to get the Bowser Jr. strikeout Mario goal, and it's going to be fine, and Mario isn't going to refuse to strike out at all. It would never happen. He would never do this to me. Ignore everything I said earlier about the computer hitting the ball if it wants to. Mario is nice. He's a friend. He would never betray me. So we're just going to get a nice, smooth 3 balls, 3 strikes plate appearance here, and then move on to the Yoshi match immediately afterwards. and I will be more mindful about doing the star ability-based goals in the Yoshi match. But here we go, maximum safety. And there we go. That is Bowser Jr. Strikeout Mario. And we've reached the end of the match. Now is a good time for donations.
Oh, yeah, I've got some great ones. I've got $5 from Milky, too, who says, good luck, Jen. Bowser Jr.
Milky.
home run.
Yes. Sorry, Milky is the world record holder. Hi, Milky. Nice to see you.
Oh, hello. Welcome. And we've got $50 from Melissa and John, who say, more baseball, please. And that is right. We are looking to get more baseball with our upgrade to 9 innings incentive for Backyard Baseball 97. That is at 845 out of the 1,000. So y'all are cruising it, but remember, we need to hit that before the beginning of the next run. So let's get that done as quick as we can so that we can get out of this game, get those innings and get out. We've also got a quick update on our name rescue team bid war. Pig Egg is still in the lead, but only by $10 over Fast and Fabs. And we do have a Pig Egg supporter in donations. We've got $50 from Anonymous, who says, I don't know what Pig Egg is either, but Pig Egg. So if you want to donate towards that, !donate in chat and scroll down and hit the incentives.
Hell yeah. I don't know what Pig Egg is either, but I love the energy. And yes, fewer innings in my run, more innings in Backyard Baseball, please. I would really like to see that run get upgraded to 9 innings. So don't forget to say that you want to support that incentive when you donate. Okay. All right. Only one out as opposed to the double play. I'll happily take it. I think. Yeah, I will do a bunt trick here. Well, if I can actually manage to land the bunt. That's okay. Some pitches are not super strategic to try and hit because the only way that you can hit them is unfortunate. So I am getting some misses here and letting some balls fly by me, but overall, not generally very costly mistakes. Okay. I should. Unfortunately, Bowser's Star Swing is not very good, and I usually try to treat it like a sacrifice play, but in this case, he decided to take a trajectory that was not immediately into the glove of one of the middle infielders, which means I can now check off Bowser, use your Star Swing to score a run, or Killer Ball RBI. There's a bunch of different ways that you refer to it, but that was Bowser's last goal. You should be able to see on the tracker, I'm pretty sure, I now have all of Bowser's goals. So Bowser, even though he has the most to do, is now actually factually done, assuming that I finish this match. Now, just for people who are playing this game, if you forfeit a match, you lose your progress on all of the goals. I'm not going to forfeit this match. It's pretty much impossible to do by accident, but something that you should know is that you need to play a match out in order to get credit for the things that you do. So there you you go.
Chad is also not forfeiting that incentive. I just wanted to jump in real quick and say we've met that incentive. Thank you so much.
Yes.
Woohoo!
Okay, yes, thank you for jumping in. And yes, thank you for supporting Backyard Baseball. I'm really looking forward to watching that. So there you go. But yeah, Bowser's done. Bowser Jr. is down to 2 goals, one of which I can't even work on yet. So, and then Dry Bones and Hammer Bro are done. So in terms of goals, things are in really good shape. I'm feeling very confident about managing to finish everything in time. I would say this run is going very, very well. And better than a lot of my practice runs have gone. I almost used my Star Swing. No, I really need to be careful specifically not to do that. It's just such a reflex. I see Magic Koopa step up to the plate and I'm like, oh, this is going to be so easy. If I didn't need to conserve a precious resource that's you can't reliably get. Basically, you only get a star chance, right? The game will only give you a chance to earn a team star if the bases are empty, and it's only a 30% chance. Ooh, Yoshi, he's got the hops. Someone's getting sent down into the pit later, I have a feeling, but we're not going to worry about that. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and send Yoshi back to the dugout right here, so yes. Gotta be careful with conserving team stars, although... Yes, big play. All right, that's the 3rd Dry Bones big play. Completely unnecessary still, but you still love to see it. And here we go. Here's the star pitch. All right, Baby Luigi did not fall for it. That's fine. But I've now used the star pitch, which means now all I need to do is use the Star Swing as Bowser Jr., and then that goal will be cleared. You can get any result. It can immediately be out. It can score runs. It doesn't matter. It's not the same as Bowser's goal where you do need to score a run, like actually score a run. So Bowser Jr., it's just use it. Use it and you're all set. So we're halfway to that one. And Birdo can definitely kill me, but just like Mario, she's going to be a total sweetheart and go down easy. There we go. All right, who's up? Boomerang
friendship
Bro.
is a component in this game, right?
That is correct. Thank you for bringing that up. So you might have noticed that there's these like pink bubbles containing a musical note. That denotes chemistry, which is a factor that helps with batting and fielding. Basically, if characters are friends with each other, they power each other up when they're base runners, like this. You can see it in the upper right-hand corner. They power each other up when they're base runners, and when they're fielding, they throw to each other faster. So, and as you can see, I used Bowser Jr.'s ability, so that goal is done. Technically, that goal isn't finished until we win the match, so we'll go ahead and mark that goal as done when we win the match, but we're now primed for it. All we need to do is win. So I've managed to conserve my team stars properly and use them at the right time. Okay. Hopefully only okay. Sacrifice play. That's totally fine. That's totally fine. We're in good shape. We're in good shape. I think I'm going to be able to manage the mercy rule here, but that also means that like there aren't any more goals for me to do. I have now done all of the goals that I can. There's only one goal left, and it happens in the next match, not this match. So we're doing great there. I'm really glad when you're speedrunning this game, you really do not want to bring any goals other than MVP and last game into the last game, because then your brain starts going into overdrive thinking, how do I reconcile all of this stuff? Especially when those goals conflict. It can be pretty tough. But I've now set things up such that I should have a relatively smooth and straightforward final match, in as much as things can be smooth and straightforward in Mario Superstar Baseball for the Nintendo GameCube, which they almost never are. But there we go. I'm up 10. The Shy Guy's fielding arms are so anemic. It's a little bit sad. And
Jen will always say the full name of the game, by the way.
That's right. It's important to remember that this is Mario Superstar Baseball for the Nintendo GameCube, not Mario Super Sluggers for the Nintendo Wii, which is also a good game. But this is my game, you know. This is the game that I know and love, Mario Superstar Baseball for the Nintendo GameCube. Trying to think. You might have noticed that I've been like holding bunt and then switching to doing a regular swing later. That is because the fielders in this game on first and third base are programmed to like come towards home plate while you're holding bunt. But then if I switch to doing a regular swing, they're out of position and it's easier to get a hit against them. And likewise, when I'm trying to bunt, I will usually only bunt at the last second because I don't want them to creep forward if I actually am bunting. So it's important to conceal your motives when you're batting in this game. Either fake them out into thinking for a bunt that's not going to happen, or don't reveal that you're going to bunt until it's too late for them to properly prepare for it. Black Shy Guy can kill me, but he won't. Okay. The computer is being very cooperative. I feel like I'm getting set up for a pretty cosmically unfortunate Heroes match, but as far as things go, we're in really, really good shape. Time is looking great. I've managed to get 4 first inning matches, which is pretty incredible. And we have only one goal remaining. We can check off Bowser Jr., use Star Swing, Star Pitch, and win. The really, really overly long goal name. But I'm pretty sure that, yeah, we are now all set. I'm actually going to go into the Check Stars menu just to make sure. 100% confidence. Bowser's done. There we go. And Bowser Jr. has 7 of his 8 goals. Some of Bowser Jr.'s goals are redundant. Lots of goals in this game are redundant. Hammer Bro technically has 4 goals, but 3 of them are redundant with 2 home runs in one game. So I don't bother tracking the redundant goals. I don't bother tracking some of the trivial goals, like Dry Bones drive in a single run. It's just not worth tracking. I'm going to get that since I'm going for mercy rules and everything. Hold on, what's this? Are you sure? Okay, sorry, girl power engaged. Let's go.
Girl power.
Tal's on the field.
Yes, there we go.
Let's go.
This is unfortunately the maximum amount of girl power that I can add to this roster, but it's every little bit counts, especially for Frost Fatales. So
Donate
I've
for
set
more
things
girl
up.
power.
Yes.
You're donating to the National Women's Law Center. It's an amazing cause fighting for gender justice. So that's what you're doing when you donate.
Hell yeah. And I'm going to be going now into this final match. So something that's very important is that time for this run is going to be called when I get the last out of the match, because that is by definition when the game is over. So, but I'm also not going to know if the run was a valid finish until I've seen who the MVP is. So I'm going to call time, and then it's going to be like, okay, but actually, did it count? Would this actually be submittable to the leaderboard? We're going to find out a few seconds later. So, sort of a little bit odd how that works, but I think it's much more satisfying than I think calling time on anywhere else. So, and that's just sort of like the custom that we've settled upon. Nope. All right. That was going to be unfortunate no matter what. I might restart this match if I'm not able to get a Bowser Jr. run here, because something that's very important for being the MVP, if you're not getting the bypass from throwing a no-hitter or a perfect game, is... That's probably out, isn't it? All right. I'm just going to restart the match. There's a point bonus for driving in the run that puts you ahead, the go-ahead run, as it's sometimes called. And that bonus is very important for Junior to get, more so that nobody else gets it. And that is why Bowser Jr. has been in the 4th position on the lineup from the very beginning of this speedrun. That's because they know that's where he's going to need to be anyway. Bowser, 4th in the lineup, is the overall best position in a vacuum if you want a character to be the MVP, because you, generally speaking, aren't going to score before you want to, and will have good opportunities to score by the time that you get to them. So I did not get an RBI as Bowser Jr. That meant it was very likely, even if I continued playing on in the match, that I would be getting a run as someone else. I do not want that. I want Bowser Jr. to score the first run of the match. So, and then already we're off to a better start. Donkey Kong narrowly avoiding 3rd-degree burns there. Also, another fun fact about this particular match, which is this match is unique to Bowser. Other characters don't have to play this match. They just play Bowser. They just play Bowser like regular style. But in this match, basically the 10 non-Mario captains are put into a pool. Mario is automatically taken out of that pool, and then one of the remaining 9 is excluded. So one of the games that I like to play is Who's Missing? And Mario is never missing, so even if you've heard that Mario is missing, that's just not the case. Ooh, the bomb. I almost got the home run. Oh, that would have been so nice. But that's okay. What the? Error on the field? Okay, all right. I have seen that a few times. I cannot in good faith say that that's never happened before. It's very rare that happens. So I loved seeing it. There we go.
You know what is the opposite of rare? A very cool donation for you. So if you've got any time before the end of this run,
just go ahead. Go for it. Go for it right now.
Okay, I've got $5 from Ducky Don, who says, thanks for representing my favorite game. You were the gateway for me into this amazing community with all of your superstar speedruns on YouTube. Keep up the great runs.
Hell yeah. Thanks for the donation, Ducky. I'm gonna swing normal at this point.
We've also got $20 from Ashley Bun, who says, you got this, Jen. So happy to see you on the big screen. Do you have a favorite or most funny friendship pair in this game? Sincerely, your sister, Ashley, less than 3.
Yes, my sister. Thank you for donating, Ashley. I think the friendships mostly make sense. Donkey Kong is friends with Petey. Not sure what's going on there. I guess they both like to cause trouble or something. Birdo is also friends with Petey. So I guess Petey's just got some strange friends. But, you know, he's a very expressive kind of person. I heard he's into painting. So, you know, maybe people like him for that. Let's see if I can send the girls home with... No, that's foul. I'll keep charging. Because I got Bowser Jr. The go-ahead run, I'm feeling a little bit more comfortable charging my swings as other characters. Bowser's team has some pretty good home run hitters on it, but the amount of points that you get for driving in the go-ahead run and reaching first base on that play is the same as the amount of points that you get from hitting a home run. So, and Bowser Jr. is also getting points for every single strikeout that he throws. And he's getting a free point bonus also from being the pitcher for the match. And I might throw a no-hitter or a perfect game has him anyway. So it's very much a sort of belt and suspenders approach where I'm trying to bat well as Bowser Jr. to get him a lot of points, and I'm trying to pitch perfectly as Bowser Jr. to make the points not necessary. But one way or another, I am going to get Bowser Jr. MVP in last game. It's looking good. I did not get the first inning Mercy Rule match that I wanted, but that is okay. I might even take an insurance run. This should be fun. Yep, there we go. Boomerang Bro, earning the love that I have for him despite him hitting infinity foul balls. Doesn't matter when he's in the field. He would never betray me by bobbling the ball and dropping the catch. He would never do this to me. So, yeah. Things are basically really well set up here. It's, you know, these numbers don't really mean anything to people. It's 3 whole points. Oh, okay. Okay, I shouldn't have... This is why you never say anything. Never say words, never communicate, never use language. Because it's only
you can't
going
talk
to
about a perfect game when you're having a perfect game.
Yes, right, exactly. No, I've spoiled the perfect game. But it's okay. Go ahead, run. Lots of strikeouts. Bowser Jr. is going to be the MVP. I'd have to try at this point pretty hard to derail Bowser Jr. MVP in this game. In last game. That's the nice part. So... At this point, it's just going to be some kind of raw conventional baseball, getting to 10 runs and then finishing the match out. So
I'm not sure if I'd call this raw conventional baseball based on what I'm seeing, but
I'm sort of using a strange, poorly described cosmic resource in order to break the laws of physics. People are tackling each other. There's fire on the field for some reason. I'm surprised that was out.
None of that's
there's animated skeletons playing ball. It's Mario. Who's missing? It's Diddy Kong. Diddy Kong is the one who's missing. I've sort of gotten very good at figuring that out fast. And good riddance, because Diddy Kong is really annoying to bat against as the pitcher, so I'm happy to not see him. Okay. We have a little bit more time for donations, actually. I think I don't really have a whole lot to say at this point.
What I'm happy to see is that we have 2 brand new bid wars open. We've got Name Skitty and Name Cyndaquil. Those are separate for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. So we've got so much naming going on. Remember, those are viewer input, so you are allowed to make up your own if you'd like to. It's pretty cool. But we've also got an update for Name Rescue Team for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue Rescue Team. Fast and Fabs has taken the lead by $15 over Pig Egg. But I know we've got Pig Egg fans. We've got $20 from Threech saying Pig Egg. So if Pig Egg fans want to bring that back into the front over Fast and Fabs, which of course is a reference to our wonderful Fast and Fabulous French restream, you know what to do. You got to do ! Donate in chat, scroll down and add. We've also got $5 from Packamania, who says, I didn't know there was a Mario baseball game. This looks pretty fun. Colindy. I agree.
There we go. So I've gotten my 10-run lead during that, and now I just need to close it out. So again, for the people doing time, time is going to be on the third out being called by Lakitu. So that will be coming up pretty soon. But just gotta close it out. I have a run of insurance even, so I think things are looking pretty good in terms of this being the last inning of the match. Just a little bit more defense. You're always the away team, so that you always have to play out the bottom of the inning instead of walking away, which always a little bit nerve-wracking to do, but you know, that's baseball. You have to be good at the offense and the defense in real life and in speedrunning this game. So my defense at this point is pretty clinical. I know when and how to be aggressive, and I'm not going to be aggressive against this gentleman. No, sir. He can very much kill me, and I'm not going to give him the chance. So let's go ahead. He did swing at that, which was nice. I'm going to get to a ball for safety, and then might be able to see time called in. Time. All right. That's the game. But who's the MVP? It's Bowser Jr. Could we check off our final goal? Bowser Jr. MVP in last game. There we go. Fantastic. I'm so happy. What was the final time?
I'm still waiting for it to come in, but it should be a low 40. Oh, no, it's actually a 45.
45.
56. That's so fast.
That beats almost all of my practice runs. But during this minute-long cutscene, I'm just going to go ahead and give my shoutouts. So the leaderboard for this game is on speedrun.com. That has links to resources that I made, including a tracker, guides, other stuff, and a link to the Mario Superstar Baseball Club Discord, which is for the competitive community and the speedrunners. We all meet there. We're all fans of this game, and we're accepting everybody who would like to come by and join us. So the links to that is on speedrun.com. I have reference videos and tutorials on my YouTube channel, and I also stream on Twitch under the same username, YourGenderHere. If you'd like speedrunning this game, go ahead and reach out. I love to help people who want to speedrun, and I obviously love explaining things. This game is very complex, and there's a lot to explain, but also a lot to love. Shoutouts to everyone involved with Project Rio. Shoutouts to Savage Octagon for the excellent work tracking and good commentary support, so thank you. Shoutouts to Blazeball. We are all love Blazeball. Bang bang. Shoutouts to Lulu. She was here earlier. That's my cat, Lulu. Shoutouts to Otterhouse5 for making my emotes. Shoutout to Immorality for encouragement. Shoutout to Frost Fatales, and shoutouts to every single woman. My final words will be, and you just saw them on the screen, we love baseball. So that's it. Bye.